The other two pushing for favouritism. At the moment on the TAB, Something I Fancy at 3.20 is the favourite ahead of Ancient Lights 3.60, Caribbean Express at 5 and Templeton well in the market on the TAB at $4. A little bit better here on course. They're all set now for the first. It's over 1,300 metres, the starter in position, and they're racing. Ancient Lights just a shade slow to begin, is going to settle at the tail. Something I Fancy best to begin, but not keen to lead under the big weight, and he's looking to ease back and get a sit, but he may be left in front. Caribbean Express kicks up on his inside. They go together, and there's no pace on. Hurlstonian's up on their outside 3 wide and going a little bit keenly, and Templeton's 4 wide, and he's going forward. Folklocracy dropped in behind those, and Ancient Lights tacks on at the tail. They're inside, or they're coming to the 800 metre mark as they sweep onto the corner, and it's a go of 3. And out wide, Templeton goes up to put the pressure on Caribbean Express, and he drops Something I Fancy in behind them now to get the trail. Half length to Hurlstonian, Folklocracy 3 wide, and Ancient Lights is 2 lengths away at the tail, spotting the leaders about 5. A race to the 500. Caribbean Express on the inside, again kicked up on Templeton. They share the way. Hurlstonian put under a little bit of pressure. Something I Fancy locked away on the fences, travelling strongly, needs a run. Folklocracy goes wide, and Ancient Lights is giving them a start under a bit of pressure, but hooking wide. Caribbean Express the leader narrowly, coming to the 300. There's a run for Something I Fancy, kicked up on the inside to almost get on level turns. Templeton still there. Folklocracy and Ancient Lights the widest runner. Keen race as they come to the 150. Something I Fancy and Ancient Lights. Ancient Lights doing the better work under the lightweight, and from last to first. Ancient Lights gets up to score in the first. Folklocracy second. Templeton third. Something I Fancy travelled lovely in the run, but couldn't come on the last bit under the big weight. Then Hurlstonian and Caribbean Express. It was a sprint home. It was a dead set sprint home, so I tell you what, that's a good effort by Ancient Lights to get up and score. She swept down the outside to get the money. $3.80 she's paid. She did catch the eye in the enclosure before the race. She looked particularly well, this mare, and she was dropping about 6.5 kilos on a previous run, which was a good run, first up at Nowra in a Class 2, and she just knocked up the final stages. Ancient Lights. And she should pay $3.80 and $1.80, but we will check on that. Second will go to number 5 was Folklocracy, Robbie Sherlock, and that'll pay well, $4.50 the place. And 6 is third, Templeton, Rowley Saxton, and there'll be no third dividend with only the 6 runners. At the winner, Ancient Lights, is a brown mare 4 by Canny Ladd out of Hello Lottie, owned by Miss M and I Bulgin, Chamber Rada Bulgin here at Moruya. Second is number 5, Folklocracy, Robbie Sherlock. Third, number 6, Templeton, Rowley Saxton. So a good win to Ancient Lights in the first. She had the lightweight with the claim for this promising apprentice, Scott Pollard. And he wound this mare up at the top of the straight, hooked her to the extreme outside. She was giving away a start, was a bit of a sprint home, but she dashed home over the top of them for a good win. Number 2, Ancient Lights, scoring here in the first. Now we've got the time and margins, 1:19.52. So that's almost 3 seconds outside the track record. So this track certainly is rain affected, 1:19.52, although it was a slow pace in that race, worth remembering, and the margins were 1 1/4 by a half length. 1 1/4, a half length the margins on the first at Moruya. Back with the call of the second event here, and that race, the race time has changed. It'll now go at 2:36.
Chris O'Brien.
Mr. Kwong Tart a little bit fidgety, Don't Fence Me in the favourite. Black colours, red cap, the club colours. Racing, Catch Me Kate's missed it by about a length, going to ease back at the tail, and Planet Vegas is taken on by Don't Fence Me in the favourite, and Abenel's driving up on the fence, so a bit of pace goes on from Mighty Splendid. Machete Chief is trapped a little wide, Mr. Kwong Tart the second last, and Catch Me Kate the tail. 700 to run, and the pace is okay, where Abenel kicked up on the inside of the favourite, Don't Fence Me in at the 600. He leads by about a neck. Mighty Splendid 3 deep is about a length away, running third, Machete Chief. Planet Vegas the inside, Mr. Kwong Tart second last, Catch Me Kate the tail 5 from the leader. They swing at the top of the straight, 400 to go, and Abenel kicked on the top of the straight. He got a couple clear, Abenel racing down towards the 300. The favourite, Catch Me Kate, under the stick, is starting to wind up, drifting to the outside. Planet Vegas battles on from Mighty Splendid. Abenel going strong at the 150, 2 on the favourite, Don't Fence Me in. Abenel hanging on. Planet Vegas is going to lunge late. Abenel in front, Planet Vegas driving close to home. Abenel will hang on. Abenel held on to beat Planet Vegas, who drove late. Don't Fence Me in the favourite, disappointing, has run third. Then Mr. Kwong Tart, Mighty Splendid, Catch Me Kate, and Machete Chief is at the tail. I just kept kicking Abenel. Drew barrier 1, it likes to lead. the favourite did take it on, Don't Fence Me In. It dropped the favourite off when it swung for home, but he did go looking for better ground out wide on Don't Fence Me In. Rolly Saxton went to the centre of the track. Abinell got away, and Abinell held on strongly. This mare, ridden by Robbie Sherlock and trained by Jenny Hoy at Queanbeyan, and a brown mare 5 by Select Prince out of Premier Gift, owned by M.A. Elliott and Miss J.L. Hoy. Second will go to Planet Vegas. Wound up late for Scott Pollard, Planet Vegas. Really closed the margin the last 50. He's made up, I'd say, a length and a half that last 50 metres, 60 metres, but it just wasn't enough. Abinell on the line, just doing enough to hang on. So 5 Abinell the winner, 1 Planet Vegas, Scott Pollard second, and 7 Don't Fence Me In the favourite third. A bit of a rush early, looking for that the good posies from the 1,000-metre shoot. Starters in position, ready to run, and they're racing. Fairly level line, and Proud Planet the favourite, and Magic Flash with Volcanic Affair away very quickly. But the favourite will lead Proud Planet at the end of 100 metres. Volcanic Affair working across from a wide alley, and a bit of pace on us. Go to second, sit second. Flight Dancer, Garland Town Bay. Master Toss, Magic Flash is losing ground. Sonic Time is trapped very wide from Sunny Storm. Our Burrito back along the inside from Fuzzy Wind. Rising Current right out off the track. Ari Banu is a little bit lost early, is back to third last from Far Bay, and Round Mountain. The tail must be 25 from the leader. Proud Planet the top of the straight at the 400. He's the leader. Kai Allen goes up on the outside. The first starter showing good speed, and this pair got away. They skipped 3 on Volcanic Affair, Master Toss, Celerius, and then Sonic Time. But Proud Planet the favourite pulls out plenty at the 200. Proud Planet skipped 2 clear. Kai Allen, then Volcanic Affair running on well. Rising Current right down the outside late, but Proud Planet is clear. Rising Current getting out of the ground. Proud Planet in front and will score. Proud Planet has scored. Rising Current third, second. Now Ari Banu, the 2-year-old, Flashdome for third. That's a run to put into the black book. Volcanic Affair in behind them. Sonic Time, Kai Allen knocked up. Master Toss and Our Burrito, Celerius, Garland Town Bay. Magic Flash back with Flight Dancer. Sunny Storm always well back. Round Mountain was one of the last over the line, and Far Bay is with that division.
The favourites won in a pretty dogged exhibition. Proud Planet, $3.50 and $1.80, ridden by Aaron Hugh. Second was number 1, Rising Current, Larry Mortel at $6.10, and number 8, Ari Banu. As Chris said, a first starter, ridden by Craig Agnew, and it did get home with a rush, $2.70. So it's 13, 1 and 8 on the third at Moruya. At the Gold Coast, we've got a stand start over 2,609 metres. Number $5.60 as we go back to Moruya and Chris O'Brien.
Thank you, Rod. The favourite yachts, $2.70 and $1.40. Our Mr. Kinman joins them. Angry Jad about to come up. That'll leave Untrue and Gaelic Storm. The favourite yachts downstairs, and he's at $2.70, similar price on the TAB. Today, sponsored by Fiona Lodge, a planned retreat for families who have a member diagnosed with a life-threatening illness. It's a new magnificent out at Rosedale. And they're the sponsor of the day, Fiona House. They're all locked away for the Bateman's Bay Cup. It's over 1,650 metres. Yachts the favourite. A Wangy at stablemate, both from the Bede Murray stables. Romany Gypsy, and they're racing. Gaelic Storm out wide has missed it by about a half length, and Untrue was slow out. A Wangy's going to set some pace early. He's taken on by Monterey Bay and Goldport dropping in behind them, and Yangri Jack goes into a forward position as they head to the back. Our Mr. Kinman wants to stay in touch with the leaders today, and the pace is okay, and he's up midfield. Yachts the favourite is allowed to find his legs and is going to settle back in the field as Untrue raced up on his outside. Gaelic Storm going a little bit keenly, and Romany Gypsy's the tail about 10 lengths from the leader as they race inside the 1,200. Monterey Bay sets a good tempo. He's out by the best part of 3 lengths on Hawangi. Goldport pushes up on the inside, running third. Angry Jaddy's out at 2 lengths away to Our Mr. Kinman, the top weight, who's midfield racing by himself. A gap away to Yachts the favourite. They were followed by Untrue on the outside, and then came Gaelic Storm and a further length. Romany Gypsy the tail. This leader further ahead, Monterey Bay at the 800. He's the best part of 5, probably 6 lengths on Goldport, and they are sprinting. Awangi's on his outside, 1.5 Angry Jat, 2 lengths to Our Mr. Kinman under the stick, and he's going to probably wind up though. A big gap away. Yachts the favourites, giving them a fair start, but Untrue and other fancied runners on his outside. Gaelic Storm is still a long way back with Romany Gypsy. Monterey Bay has been going flat out. He reached the 400 at the top of the straight, and he's still about 5 lengths clear. Goldport is second. Angry Jat, these riders are very anxious. This leader a long way in front. Our Mr. Kinman hooking out. Gaelic Storm. Yachts is still a long way back, but Monterey Bay at the 200. Well, he's still a minute in front. Monterey Bay is still well clear. Angry Jad and now Mr. Kinman. They can't catch Monterey Bay, surely. Coming to the 50, it's all Monterey Bay, and he's just powered around to win the Bateman's Bay Cup. He wins by 3 lengths from Angry Jad. Our Mr. Kinman, then came Yachts, followed him by Garlic Storm. Those back markers just didn't get into it. Romany Gypsy, Untrue, Gold, Port Nawangi. What a good win. He's back to his best form, his form of old, Monterey Bay. He has just bolted in, didn't he? Set some pace. He was out 6 lengths in front of the field, charging along all the way, and they did not look like at any stage getting near him. He's paid $9.20 the win, $2.80 for the place. Number 5, Monterey Bay, ridden by Rowley Saxton, and a daring ride from Rowley, trained by Michelle Strickland at Callaroo. Hasn't had the horse all that long.
Yeah, a bit of a form improvement, Monterey Bay, although it did lose its rider at Queanbeyan in its latest start. Before that, got beaten more than 8 lengths at Goulburn. Ran 4th of 6, beaten nearly 2 lengths at Canberra, beaten 5.2 lengths at Goulburn and 13.8 lengths at Moruya. Lobbing up at Moruya, where number 1, Dapper Joel, is $4.90. Number 3, Double Bloom, $3.50. Number 5, Seattle Rock, has been supported, $4.80. And it's long odds circuit bid, Grey Chief and Haradi. And the others are Hogan's Hope, number 9, $11. And 12, Pleasure's Mine, 12. And 13, Princess Gorgeous, 13. Making a line at Moruya as we check them at Maitland, Spinner, Celtic Sea, Red Rock, the New South Wales Quinella, $10.40, and the trifecta, $79. Shepparton Race 2 is due in a couple of minutes.
The favourite downstairs as well, Double Bloom. For the 5th, the Briars Restaurant Class 1 handicap, it is over 1,200 metres. The line is taking good shape. Now, Imperial Wish, Circuit Bid, Star Wave, they're the 3 we wait on. Imperial Wish coming up. Double Bloom, the favourite, has drawn the inside. Princess Gorgeous, Cosy Vane settles Dapper Joel. Dapper Joel's in betting. He's at 470 on the TAB. He's a little bit shorter downstairs, but he gets back a little bit. That's the one worry with him. Dapper Joel, but he did finish well at Nowra recently, his first run back from a spell. He's got plenty of potential. We'll be looking for a little bit, or he'll appreciate it a bit longer a little later on. The starter moves to the front of the stalls to let them go. The Briars Restaurant Class 1 handicap, a Double Bloom on the inside. The Keith Dryden trained runner is the favourite. Princess Gorgeous has settled. Cosy Vane and Dapper Joel with Seattle Rock. Pleasure's Mine, Grey Chief and Hogan's Hope stand up with Arati, Imperial Wish, Circuit Bid and Star Wave. Now they're racing, and Double Bloom on the inside anticipated the jumps of the favourites in front early. Princess Gorgeous, though, is going up to take it on, and Cosy Vane with Grey Chief also push up, and Hogan's Hope trapped a little wide as in that forward division. Pleasure's Mind settles in behind them with Circuit Bid on his outside from Seattle Rock and Arati. Star Wave trapped a little deep going into that corner, is getting back with Imperial Wish, and Dapper Joel had dropped to the tail about 8 or 9 lengths from the leader. 700 metres left to go, and Cosy Vane takes over, leads 1 length. Double Bloom on the fence, and Grey Chief. Hogan's Hope 3 deep, they're outside. Princess Gorgeous the inside from Circuit Bid, Pleasure's Mind. They were followed by Seattle Rock and Star Wave. Arati a long way back. Dapper Joel second last. Imperial Wish the tail. Cosy Vane the pilot at the 400 as they swing for home. Double Bloom got up along his inside, the favourite, to head him off as he went a little wide. Cosy Vane. Seattle Rock is running on fairly well with Princess Gorgeous. Circuit Bid the outside, and Dapper Joel getting right through along the inside. Double Bloom to the 200, the favourite taken on by Arati. The favourite gave nothing, and Arati dashed to the lead, and Arati's careering away. There's no danger. Big win to Arati. It's charging away. Double Bloom's fighting on, but Arati scores. Now the Miners, Dapper Joel, 3-way go. In the centre, Seattle Rock, and Double Bloom, who fought on at the end. May have figured in a finish, but a good go there for second and third money. Princess Gorgeous, Pleasure's Mine, Star Wave, Circuit Bid, Hogan's Hope, Grey Chief, Imperial Wish, and Cosy Vane.
Well, another upset at Moruya with Haradi, ridden by Ray Silburn, $25.10 and $4.60. And it's a very tight go for the second and third placing. Hogan's Hope is there with Dapper Joel and Double Bloom. And we will have that result of the minors shortly, because they are going into the boxes at Shepparton. And it's an open betting affair. Parissa Bale, $4.20, is the favourite ahead of Remington Range, number 7 at $5.40, $5.60 now. 4.10, Parissa Bale. Number 2, Miracle Jewels, come into $4.90. Remington Range, $5.60. Race 2 now at Shepparton. Here again is Paul Hammond.
In the grain bait kennel, light on. So it's about...
It was 20. Tony tips I Knew the Judge. Chris O'Brien likes number 2, Summer Gold. And those others there are double figures. Number 11, Potomac Mills, shortest of them at 11. At Townsville, checking the totes on the previous race, race 7. And it was Bentley Boy beating Sasashi and Chili Lane, giving a treble to Chris Whiteley. The Quinella in Queensland, $3.60, and the trifecta, $82.20. Now, after Moruya, we go back to Shepparton. In 2 minutes' time, the Twilight Greyhounds, Clovelly Prince, $5.10, RDL, $9.30, Sherdon Spitfire at $8.60. Then it's Kid Flynn, $6.40, Royal Test, $4.90, Go Lady Go, 7, Sylvan Princess, $5.10. I think the punter's confidence is shattered. They flat out finding a favourite. Paul, though, likes number 1, Clovelly Prince, to beat Kid Flynn and Go Lady Go. Now, Doodah Day, in fact, got third at Geelong. And it was number 6, so it's 8, 2 and 6. $2.70 the place tote for Doodah Day. There's the Gold Coast. Quick look there. O'Hara, the favourite at $2.60 as we go back to Moruya and Chris O'Brien.
It's over $16.50, the Bayview Hotel Class 3 handicap. Starter moves into position and they are ready to run. Racing, Shivers Me Blue out wide, a little bit slow to go, and cleared with Opera Serenade, won the jump, and City Charm going forward from Mr. Guilty. I Knew the Judge is looking for a handy spot, and Summer Gold is also driving up, trapped a little wide on that bend, but they'll head to the back now. Gelder Sand from Potomac Mills, Shiver Me Blue drifting back, Tolls a Miss. Spirit of the West and Tina Villas at the tail. A bit of pace on 2, must be more than a dozen lengths cover them. A race past the 1200, and City Charm is the leader, going fairly quick. Out by 2 lengths on cleared, 3 lengths away Summer Gold. He rushed up, he was trapped 4 wide, so he's rushed up to get in closer to the fence before they swing on this bend now at the 1000. Inside him is Opera Serenade, Mr. Guilty. I Knew the Judge has not been on the track. Gelder Sand from Shivers Me Blues about midfield from Potomac Mills. They were followed by Tolls a Miss, Spirit of the West second last, Tinaville under the stick last, still about 15 from the leader. They're racing to the 700, and City Charm has set a solid pace the top weight. It's out by 3 lengths on cleared, who's being ridden along now to try and take closer order, this leader. A gap away Opera Serenade, and I Knew the Judge, who's racing out wide. Summer Gold is between runners. 2 away to Mr. Guilty. Potomac Mills is starting to wind up from Shiver Me Blues, Gelder Sand. Tolls a Miss, Spirit of the West, and forget about Tinaville. City Charm the pilot at the 400 as they turn and balance for the run home. Cleared is on the outside. Summer Gold starts to work into it. Opera Serenade, then I Knew the Judge. Potomac Mills is starting to run on strongly. A race down towards the 200. He goes for City Charm at the 200. He's too clear. Here comes Potomac Mills. Potomac Mills has raced up on the outside to go to the lead, cleared, and then Opera Serenade. Potomac Mills is clear, though, close to home, and it's all Potomac Mills. Potomac Mills goes on to score from Opera Serenade. Shivers Me Blue third, then Spirit of the West. City Charm cleared, Mr. Guilty. Summer Gold failed to run on. Gelder Sand, Tolls a Miss. I Knew the Judge knocked up, and Tinaville was at the tail.
Craig Agnew, the winning rider there on Potomac Mills, to pay $11.30 and $3.40. Number 9, Opera Serenade, $3.70. And number 5, Shivers Me Blue, $3. 10, 9 and 5 were the placings on race 6 at Moruya. Still one to go. That's due to jump at 10 minutes to 6. As they're set at Shepparton, we return to Paul Hammond.
Ready to go.